Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna keep this thing rolling. Another person that does not know anything about Emmitt Smith and you don't know who the he is, give it up for Doug Williams.
Jamie Foxx was the biggest for that.
Todd does not have a helmet on. Jamie does. So we go the third time we go to do the take. Jamie just turns off, boom, punch him in the face.
He thought it was a good idea to punch me in my face.
Not in the script.
No, it wasn't in the script.
Jamie made a joke about, Moose or something and being boring, and Moose literally threw a chair at Jamie.
Todd just snatches his helmet off, just snatches it up.
My left hand grabbed the face mask, and as I was pulling his helmet off, my right hand was punching his chin. You know, it was just like, wow!
Jamie Foxx is a man of mysteries. Jamie has always portrayed himself as a cool and funny dude on the screens and cameras, but the reality is something else behind the camera. If we dig deeper, we will find out that Jamie is not a calm and peaceful person at all. Instead, he is so full of aggression that throughout his career and till now, Jamie has made numerous rivals for himself. And these rivals are not some ordinary people from Hollywood. Jamie has literally gone so far as to lay his hands on the most famous celebrities in Hollywood, like LL Cool J, Jeff Ross, Doug Williams, and many others. And now, Jamie's strongest rivals want to silence him because according to these people, Jamie has crossed every possible limit. Let's get started to know what they actually want from Jamie Foxx.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna keep this thing rolling. Another person that does not know anything about Emmitt Smith and you don't know who the he is, give it up for Doug Williams.
Jamie uses his wit and humor so masterly that nobody can take a guess whether he is just doing it for the sake of a joke or really pointing out a person. Well, comedian Doug Williams being made fun of by Jamie Foxx during the Emmitt Smith Roast will forever be the train wreck you can't look away from. Williams, a burgeoning comic at the time, was given the unfortunate task of trying to crack jokes on NFL legend Emmitt Smith. When his quips didn't land with the crowd, Foxx took it upon himself to make Williams the butt of the joke. Williams failed to respond in a way to make the situation less cringeworthy, and it became an infamous moment that still follows him 20 years later, thanks to the video streaming and social media era. Later on, Williams gave an interview and was asked what really happened to them that day. He explained that the roast wasn't something he wanted to do in the first place. However, he was told by his management that it could be a great opportunity, and this opportunity really converted into an unforgettable embarrassment for Williams. Williams opened up about how this was all set up against him, and how it was so embarrassing and unforgettable to him that he couldn't move on from his incident for years. Williams said, "In retrospect, I felt like I was set up. I think that bothered me the most about it. For a long time, I couldn't get past it. But luckily, he was saved with the help of amazing care by his wife, who helped him to get out of this embarrassment." Williams said, "Thank God for my wife and her talking to me because people murdered me on the internet."
Nigga, I need a co-signer. Can you co-sign on the car for me?
I just did another joke that didn't go over.
Williams was so heartbroken because of this incident that he never expected something like this to come from a person who should cheer up the rookies and encourage them. William had nothing but respect at that time because he was new to the industry, and Jamie crushed his respect in a moment.
It's almost like the wolf killing the sheep and people coming down on the sheep.
This incident not only affected Williams' respect, but also caused the public to start disliking Jamie. One person said, "It's one of those moments you see, though, as a person coming up and respect his bravery, but he still shows how the industry does people like it's one big-ass high school, and anyone can be picked to be used and left alone. It's sad, but I'm glad he matured from it, because I know it helped him." And then years later, I think the viral was for Jamie to see how others felt that wasn't laughing. And it really seemed that Williams was used because when he confronted Foxx backstage as he felt degraded as a guy, the Oscar-winning star remarked that he also had a similar experience and that Williams shouldn't take it personally. William was understandably irritated, but he tried to see the big picture.
And people look at it as almost as I was a villain in that.
Well, Williams is not the only one who felt disgraced. LL Cool J is also the prey of Jamie's aggression. It's been over 20 years since the now famous altercation between Jamie Foxx and LL Cool J on the set of Any Given Sunday. During the shoot of a movie, Foxx got into a fight with the actor and rapper LL Cool J, which ultimately led to the Miami-Dade County Police being called in to break up the fight.
We were doing the scene, I was being aggressive when I was like, yo, you got, but this is character to character. And I was rough with him again.
Bill Bellamy, who co-starred with Jamie Foxx and LL in the film, joined NORE and DJ FN on Drink Champs recently for a hilarious look back at his career.
We call him LL Cool J over here. Yeah, we scared
can't call
LL Cool J.
The legend.
My brother, the legend LL Cool J.
Bill spoke about the day Jamie Foxx knocked out the unpredictable singer on set.
Todd does not have a helmet on. Jamie does. So we go the third time, we go to do the take. Jamie just turns off, boom, punch him in the face.
In the Drink Champs podcast, Bill Bellamy discussed the altercation, saying,
Everybody was gassed up.
Everybody, okay.
You know, I was gassed up too until I got hit. The reality of the movie was, the context was conflict of egos.
The actor then suggested that the rapper was getting annoyed with Fox's humorous remarks, exclaiming,
You can't be a rapper hanging around comedians trying to snap.
Right.
Bellamy said he went up to Jamie Foxx and told him to stop arguing with LL Cool J because he could sense the rapper was becoming aggravated. He said,
I'm telling you, that's my dude. He don't play like that. Do what you want to do, but I'm telling you, he ain't that one.
After the two entered a real movie scene together, the fight became much more intense. When they went to do the take for the third time, Bellamy recalled, Jamie just turned around, boom, punched his face, busted his lip. Bell even said it while recalling that Jamie was mad at such a point that he couldn't be controlled. After years, when Jamie was asked about his beef with LL Cool J, Jamie said, It was one of the most incredible sports movies with Oliver Stone because we actually became those players. It was just like being on a real football team. However, it seems like Jamie never regretted or felt guilty for what he's been doing with the people who are around him. Jamie never admitted that he did wrong, instead punched or ignored the situation completely. However, the public on the other side seemed to enjoy his beef. One person commented, Nothing I want more than for Jamie, LL, and Bill to sit down and retell this story without animosity, LOL. But we all know karma never lets go of anything. Jamie recently got hospitalized allegedly due to some mysterious reasons while he was shooting for a film. And it's being speculated that Diddy is behind Jamie's hospitalization. But why Diddy? According to some sources, Jamie has claimed that Diddy allegedly wants to try to kill him. We can take a guess because Jamie has opened up about Diddy's inappropriate activities and parties, and Jamie was hospitalized right after revealing Diddy's truth.
Jamie's recent statements about Diddy's wild parties may have been linked to his hospitalization, leading some to believe a powerful figure in Hollywood is trying to silence him.
We all know Jamie never silences himself when it comes to revealing truths. He has always spoken about the dirty secrets of Hollywood's elite and how they get rid of the people by forcing them or controlling them by giving them substances. Keeping his legacy, Jamie also revealed Diddy's activities, which nobody is aware of.
I know Kanye don't come from a bad place. Right. And when he talked about the drugs, the mental drugs, I've had an episode of that.
Jamie was still a beginner in the entertainment world. Thus, he wanted to get into music by attending and hosting parties where he might meet new people. He stated he dressed as a cinematographer at Diddy's party in Beverly Hills and requested Diddy if he could tape the event, to which Diddy consented.
And I said, Puff, I'll throw you a party for $400. That will rival this party. And he got pissed at me. He said, yo, don't play with me. I'm your ass. I'm Diddy, you know what I'm saying?
However, maybe that's why now Diddy is after him and trying to silence him for always. But can you guess why Jamie is like this? Why does he always react aggressively? It's because Jamie had a very traumatic childhood, and he's always talked about this too.
We didn't have no money, so there was the only room for anything, really. It was like the television was the only thing in my room.
It wasn't always simple for Jamie Foxx. Before he was one, his parents, Louise Annette Talley Dixon and Daryl Bishop, split, and Foxx was left without a parent. But his grandmother, Estelle Mary Talley, whom he characterized as his role model in an interview with the Oprah magazine, took him in. Jamie said, although my parents weren't around, my grandparents adopted me when I was 7 months old. I was never short on the love of a mother and father, though it came from an earlier generation of family. It's obvious that being deserted by one's parents at such a young age is a terrible experience that can leave lasting emotional scars. Jamie, in an interview, said, "My grandmother, that's not actually my biological grandmother. That's somebody who said, I see something in that little boy that's very special. And she made sure I had every tool that I needed to grow and expand." Furthermore, he said, when you're a kid, you just want to be loved. And this clears us that Jamie was never loved and cared for in his childhood. And he's always craved for pure love, not even from his parents. And this thing led to aggression, and because of his aggression, he made numerous rivals over the years. It also allegedly proves the claim that they are after him to silence him. That's it for today, folks. Until next time, goodbye.